I'm Armstrong, Bushel Plus, MAD Concaves. We're going to give you some information on our state-of-the-art New Holland concave today. So to start with, I'd like to talk about a few things we've done to our frame to beef it up and make it a very long-lasting, strong product. And for starters, I'll just rotate this a little bit for you. We have beefed this side plate up with a strong template or another plate on here to give it added strength where nobody else in the market has done. This maintains, guarantees we'll keep the shape of our frame. We have beefed up this front plate. As you're well aware of, there's a lot of product out there where it starts to wow as time gets on and it wears. We have bridged it over top of the other plate to give it added strength, gusseted it underneath, and it is AR200 steel, abrasive resistant, long wearing. Thirdly, we have beefed up this area. This area in the concave is what takes, or in the frame, takes a lot of the outward force from the thrashing. Typically there would be a weak point here. We've alleviated that stress by bending this as one piece in the break and adding another piece to the front and adding gussets again. This has guaranteed us a very strong, long-lasting frame. In the past 5 years, no one has been able to damage this frame to a point of misuse or not being able to use it. Now, what we've done differently about this frame is the OEM and most other brands, this is all one piece. So to change this out of the combine is a very heavy, cumbersome process to go through with a lot of effort. We've taken all that away. This frame goes in and stays in. Now you're just going to change the inserts when you want to change between crops, such as say going from wheat to your canola or your pulse crops. And I'm going to demonstrate first of all how easy the concave goes in. So I'm going to start with our wheat concave right here in the front. So that bar is there for a specific reason so that we don't have to reach in way inside the combine to try and get it lined up and get it in place. We use it as a fulcrum point to tip it in, put your bolts in, do it up. That's a hard thrash wheat concave. Second to that, so this is how we would set up for hard thrash wheat canary seed flax. We have a 225 in the front and a 375 in the second position, this being the front of the combine. I'm going to explain what these numbers represent. Typically, all OEM concaves have a 1/4 inch wire in here. That is 0.25 of a spacing between the wires. 0.225 represents the spacing of this opening in each slat through the thrashing bar. So we're 1/16 under the 1/4 inch. We design this width and depth specifically so we can catch that crop for a split second. So we're thrashing against the flats as well as the thrashing bar. We've got a dual process thrashing. Wheat can't get through this slot without being thrashed out. So those tips and butts are eliminated because they're getting thrashed out through this tight space. So everything coming over this concave gets properly thrashed. Second to that, we want to start getting more product out of the rotor. That's why we start opening up this space. So there's no wires to pull, there's no extra wires, there's no any other wire to pull. We simply take 2 bolts, change the concave, we're in good shape. The second feature of our concave that's above and beyond a wire concave is the fact that it's all welded together as one piece. It's all metal to metal, all welded together. When you get it all welded together, it's a brick. It's solid. So on a wire concave, you typically, if you hit this with a foreign material, say a rock, the bar is able to continue traveling up the wire until it breaks. This cannot, because this is all solid steel attaching all together so that you can bend the lip. That's all you will bend. You do not lose the integrity of the concave. So if you do rock a piece, all you're going to do is replace this if it's beyond damage, but it's very tough. Long-lasting wear, everything touching grain is AR200 steel. So it has long-lasting wear. A lot of customers are getting 25,000 acres out of these concaves. I'm done my hard thrashing crop. I want to flip over today and I want to do my canola. I take the hard thrash out of the front. This is pretty much an all-crop concave. As I just explained, it's not built to do hard thrash crops, but it does everything else. It's a very universal fit. It's a very well appreciated concave. It has a narrow, wide thrashing bar to catch those easy thrashing crops like shatter-resistant canola, so that we can thrash against this shallow bar to get those pods, to get those berries out of those tough pods. But at the same time, it's being appreciated in other crops: barley, oats, soybeans, peas, corn. Pretty much runs the gamut of anything you could throw at it that's easy to thrash. Very universal concave. So within a few minutes, I've taken my wheat concave out, 35 pounds to change this out, set it on the bar, put this one in, go do the rest of my crops. That being said, we have other fits because we are a custom outfit. I'm going to show you some of the other concaves we make. Alfalfa, designed with the leaf cutter and alfalfa associations to get the job done. This was designed with their cooperation. This is the size of the slot that we stopped at. They said this is perfect. It works, it works, it works. If it's not broken, don't fix it. So that's what we're sticking with. We ship those all over the world. We're the only ones in the world that make one specifically for the alfalfa. Next, well, we already showed you the 225. And as you graduate, we can just keep opening up the space. 300, 16th over. 375, 3/8, that's this one. 435, hemp growers, chickpea growers. 500, very large crops. Hemp, for instance. So we make a concave with any of these bars configured throughout the concave. We have you covered. This is your standard package to buy the frame for each side, the 225, the 375, so you're going to get 2 225s, 2 375s, and 2 of these fingers. Now next along the outfit here is the extension. Your New Holland extension fits onto this frame. If your New Holland extension is in good shape and you want to continue using it, you can. You simply trim off the little tin plate you have on the bottom of your factory extension and it'll fit right on here. We had to replace that area that normally fills in with a solider bar. So I'm going to show you. This is our extension. This is a 300 extension. This is your grain extension. Look how tough this is. This fork is a stress point that people were having in stretching this fork out because it wasn't built heavy. This guy is heavy. It is beyond tough. You're not going to damage this. Next, for the pulse guys, we have this 500. 1/2 inch spacing in here. We only have 2 thrashing bars highlighted. The other bars are sunken down for a less aggressive play. And you can see here how this is shallow. We've taken this distance and only used 2 thrashing bars so that we're being very gentle on the crop. So for you guys that are doing corn, pulse crops, this is an ideal extension. With that, that is our New Holland MAD Concave, marketed and sold through Bushel Plus. Give us a call, Bushel Plus, MAD Concaves. Look us up on our website, bushelplus.com. You can find all this information and more to help you with your harvest. With that, I'll bid you a good day and a good crop season. Thank you.